when ChatGPT came out, it really took off. Can you talk a little bit about its success and what made it stand out of other AI tools?
Sure. Yeah, I think OpenAI absolutely crushed it. I call it a lesson in marketing. And what they did was in 2020. So first they were a non-profit, by the way. First they were a non-profit, and they were researching stuff
Mm.
about AI. At some point, though, they got onto something, and this is when Sam Altman joined OpenAI. He was before that he was heading Y Combinator,
Mm.
and they OpenAI were like, okay, we have to get the best guy, and they got him. It turned to a for-profit, and then they released GPT-3
Mhm.
and the GPT-3 API. Now, many businesses were using GPT-3, but it was not such a big deal, right? But then they lined up a series of different announcements, and they were it was beautiful if you ask me. Now, uh, so
I am asking.
first they released DALL-E 2, so in the latest sprint, right? They released DALL-E 2, and that was in, I believe, October of 2022. This was the software that was used to generate images, right? DALL-E did exist before that, but they released DALL-E 2 in October. Then there was this whole trend with Lexa AI, and if you remember, everybody was changing their um, avatars
Mm-hmm.
with AI
Mm-hmm.
generated, AI enhanced avatars, right? So this lined up very well for them as well. And then they released OpenAI released. So Lexa was not OpenAI, but the wave was gaining traction
Yeah.
and momentum. And then they released ChatGPT. ChatGPT was this conversational um, interface for GPT-3. So that was very cool. 100 million users in
Mm-hmm.
5 days. Apparently genius move from OpenAI. But then just that was in November, I think, and then 4 months later in March they released GPT-4. So for whoever was a non-believer like myself, I was like, ChatGPT, nothing. Um, yeah, it's just a gimmick or
Mm-hmm.
something. Yeah, with GPT-4, they turned everybody, including myself, around, and we were like, okay, this is the real deal. And that was the point at which OpenAI had dominated the whole AI
Mm-hmm.
space, and now every other startup that was revolving around AI is now investing much more. There's a lot more money going there, and this is pushing the whole um, everything forward.
Okay.
But for ChatGPT's success to happen, it was this line of events which was very very well timed,
Mm.
so that it can reach a lot of people and it can impress them so much that this thing stays.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, ChatGPT 4 followed GPT 3.5 in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
Is ChatGPT 5 something that's on the horizon, do you think? Anytime soon, like within the next 12 months?
Yeah. So I've spoken with people from
Mm.
OpenAI and I have asked the same question. And the answer that I got there was that mm, for GPT 4 to become GPT-4, it needed to solve a whole set of new problems.
Mm.
And then for GPT-5 to be called 5, it needs to solve a whole set of new problems that GPT-4 cannot. And if you're asking for an example, I'll immediately give you one video. Right now, none of the generative AI software is solving video as a problem. They cannot generate, videos, and maybe this is a good enough set of
Mm.
problems to have GPT-5.
Okay.